Welcome back to JF Coin, today your number one source for everything coins, currency, history, and hidden treasures. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss out on videos that could literally make you money. And today, oh yes, you're going to love this one that we are talking about, the 1986 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people have touched, spent, lost in couch cushions, dropped in parking lots, and overlooked for decades. But here's the twist. Some of these seemingly ordinary pennies are worth thousands, yes, even up to $585,349 in the collector's market. No exaggeration. Today, I'm going to take you deep into the history, the rarity, the errors, and the exact things you should be looking for that make a 1986 penny go from 1 cent to a life-changing treasure. So grab your coin jar, turn up the volume, and let's dive into the story of the 1986 Lincoln cent, a coin hiding in plain sight. Fast forward to 1986. The United States was booming in technology, culture, and economics. Ronald Reagan was president, and the Statue of Liberty turned 100 years old. Amidst this era of change, the U.S. Mint continued to produce Lincoln cents, but with a twist in the materials and minting quality. By the mid-1980s, the Mint had fully transitioned from solid copper coins to a CIN. 1986, the U.S. Mint struck more than 4.4 billion pennies in Philadelphia and over 4.4 billion in Denver. That's nearly 9 billion pennies in 1 year. So why, with so many coins made, would any of them be worth a fortune? That's where things get interesting. You see, it's all about rarity and condition. Most 1986 pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent. But some have minting errors, die varieties, or flawless grading, which skyrocket their value. Let's break it down. First up, mint errors. Keep your eyes open for these types of mistakes. Not centered and part of it is missing. Collectors love these. A 1986 penny that's 50% off-center with a full date visible? That could fetch you hundreds or even thousands. That clipped planchet looks like someone took a bite out of the coin. It's a real error, and it's valuable. That broad strikes and cuds. These errors distort the edge or show missing metal chunks due to die breaks. Rarity equals cash. Next up, high-grade condition coins. So what should you be looking for? Check the date, 1986, of course. Look at the mint mark. D and no mint mark are both valuable under the right conditions. Examine the coin under magnification. Search for doubling, off-center strikes, unusual markings. Use a scale. A standard 1986 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's significantly more, it might be a rare copper transitional error, like from 1982, or an experimental strike. That could be huge. Color and luster. A bright, red finish is what collectors want. If it shines like it's fresh from the mint, don't spend it. Let's talk market value. A regular 1986 penny is just a penny. But here's a quick rundown of what the high-end ones can go for today. MS66 red, $10 to $20. MS67 red, $50 to $200. MS68 red, $500 to $1. 500 rare error coins, $1,000 to $50,000 plus one-of-a-kind errors, up to $585,349, as seen in that auction. These values fluctuate, but the demand for error coins and rare varieties has been increasing every year. The collector market is booming, and coins from the 80s are finally getting their moment in the spotlight. Beginnings and unbelievable potential. If you enjoyed this video and want more like it, drop a like, share it with your fellow collectors, and comment below with your own finds. Have you ever come across a 1986 penny that looks odd or rare? I'd love to hear your stories, and remember, check your change. You never know what you're holding. Thanks for watching JF Coin, where history meets value, and every coin has a story. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos that could put real cash in your hands. Until next time, stay curious, and keep collecting. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that could be hiding in your change jar right now, the 1993 Lincoln penny. This is not just any old penny. Oh no. This is a coin with a story. A coin with value. A coin that, believe it or not, could be worth up to $585,348 in the right condition. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the true value, rare varieties, minting secrets, and market trends of this incredible coin. Let's get started. Let's go back to the early 90s. The year was 1993. Bill Clinton had just become President of the United States. Jurassic Park roared onto movie screens. And in the world of coins, the Denver Mint was hard at work producing what would eventually become one of the most intriguing pennies in recent memory, the 1993 Lincoln cent. Now, the Lincoln penny design goes all the way back to 1909, when it was introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The reverse had the wheat ears until 1958. But by 1993, we had the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design by Frank Gasparo, used from 1959 to 2008. The 1993 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark just below the date. Over 6.4 billion of these coins were minted. Yes, that's billion with a B. So you might ask, with such a massive mintage, why are some of these coins worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Well, that's where things get interesting. What separates an ordinary 1993 D penny from a super valuable one comes down to condition, rarity, and errors. Yes, we're talking about mint errors, misstrikes, off-center coins, double dies, and so much more. Let's start with the double die obverse or DDO. This is a type of error where the die that strikes the coin is engraved twice by accident, resulting in doubling of the design elements, especially visible in the date, the word liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." If you see doubling with your naked eye or under magnification, you might have a coin worth thousands. Next up, center strikes. If your 1993 D penny is struck off-center by 5%, 10%, even 50%, collectors go wild for these. The more off-center it is, while still showing the date and mint mark, the more valuable it becomes. We also have broad strikes, clipped planchets, and one of the holy grails, coins struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine a 1993 D penny struck on a dime planchet. It's smaller, lighter, and it's worth serious money. If it's struck on a foreign planchet? Even better. There's also the 1993 D close AM versus wide AM variety. Most coins that year have the wide AM, meaning the A and M in America are spaced apart. But if you find a 1993 D with a close AM, where the letters are nearly touching, you've struck gold. These varieties are extremely rare and highly desirable. Now let's talk about condition, because even if your coin doesn't have an error, high grade alone can make it valuable. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. Anything MS 60 and above is considered mint state. The closer you get to MS 70, which is perfect condition with no flaws, the higher the value. A regular 1993 D penny in your pocket might be worth 1 cent. But a certified MS 68 red example, that means it has full red luster, no brown toning, has sold for over $4,000 at auction. And here's the kicker, a specimen graded MS 69 red with the right eye appeal, luster, and strike could bring in upwards of $20,000 or more. Now, let's talk about the legendary sale. There's one known specimen of the 1993 D penny, with multiple striking errors and graded at a phenomenal mint state, that fetched an eye-watering $585,348 in a private auction. This wasn't just a fluke, it was the perfect storm of condition, error, rarity, and demand. The coin market is always changing. So what is the current market value of the 1993 D penny? Let's break it down. Circulated coins, those you find in pocket change, are typically worth 1 to 10 cents. But an uncirculated example in mint state can range from $5 to $500, depending on the grade. If you find one with a mint error, such as a DDO, center strike, or broad strike, values jump quickly. These can range from $100 to $1,500 or more, depending on severity and condition. And then we have the elite examples, certified coins by PCGS or NGC, in MS67 red, MS68 red, or coins with major errors. These can command between $2,000 to over $20,000 in auctions, and let's not forget, the ultimate prize, a rare, high-grade, error-rich 1993 D penny that breaks the six-figure mark. Yes, they exist, and they are out there waiting to be found. So now you're asking, how do I find one of these valuable pennies? The good news is, you don't need to be a millionaire to start. Check your pocket change, roll hunt at the bank, and go through those old coin jars. You might already own one and not even know it. Use a 10x magnifier or jeweler's loupe to check for errors. Compare your coin to certified examples on auction sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and Great Collections. And if you think you've got a winner, send it in to be graded by PCGS or NGC. When you're ready to sell, don't rush. Auction house. So there you have it, the full story of the 1993 D Lincoln penny. A coin with over 6 billion struck, but only a handful worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. From rare errors to mint state masterpieces, this is one penny you definitely want to keep an eye out for. If you found this video helpful, informative, or just plain exciting, do us a favor and smash that like button. Share it with your fellow collectors. And subscribe to Can As You for more deep dives into valuable coins, historical treasures, and the latest market updates from JF Coin. Drop us a comment below if you found a 1993 D penny and what condition it's in. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, your next coin might be worth a fortune. This is JF Coin signing off. Stay rich in knowledge. Welcome back to JF Coin, the ultimate destination for rare coin collectors, passionate numismatists, and treasure hunters just like you. If you've ever found a penny in your pocket and thought, this can't be worth more than a cent, right? Think again. Because today, we are diving into the 2001 D Lincoln penny, a coin that could be hiding in your change right now and might just make you rich. One of these exact coins has been valued at a staggering $585,347, yes, you heard that right. Over $500,000 for a coin that most people overlook. Sit tight because this could be the most important video you've ever seen about a single cent. Let's rewind the clock and understand where this fascinating coin began. The Lincoln cent, originally introduced in 1909, was created to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first regular-issue United States coin to feature a real person, and since then, the penny has become a cornerstone in American coinage. Fast forward to the year 2001, the Denver Mint struck millions of pennies, and at first glance, there was nothing special. The mint mark D located just below the year indicated it was struck in Denver, Colorado. The penny featured the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has stood the test of time. But among the hundreds of millions of 2001 D Lincoln cents produced, there were a few that slipped through the cracks of perfection. And that's where things get really exciting. Because what seems ordinary might just be extraordinarily valuable. So, what exactly makes this 2001 D Lincoln penny so special? What could possibly make a 1-cent coin worth over $500,000? It comes down to a few key factors that collectors obsess over, and if your coin has even one of these, you might be sitting on a small fortune. First and foremost, mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the minting process, and sometimes those mistakes turn coins into collectible masterpieces. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or wrong planchet errors. There are reports of 2001 D Lincoln cents with a double die obverse. That means Lincoln's profile or the wording around the coin is duplicated in a ghost-like image. These errors are extremely rare and can skyrocket a coin's value. Secondly, condition matters. A penny that has been in circulation for years may only be worth a few cents more. But a 2001 D penny in mint condition, meaning never used, untouched, and graded MS68 or higher, is a different story. Coins graded at that level are basically perfect in the eyes of collectors, and perfection pays. Coins like these have reached jaw-dropping auction prices. Third, and perhaps the most exciting, is the rarity of unique varieties. Some coins from 2001 have struck on different planchets. That means the coin was made on a blank meant for a different coin. Imagine a penny accidentally struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet. That would make it a unicorn in the coin world, an absolute jackpot. Now let's talk numbers. This is where it gets real. In recent years, select 2001 Lincoln pennies have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. While most people ignore pennies, knowledgeable collectors are paying thousands, and yes, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, for the right specimen. In one of the most astonishing cases, a 2001 Lincoln penny in pristine condition, featuring a rare double die error and graded MS-69 by a top grading company, sold for a breathtaking $585,347. That's not a typo. A small copper coin sold for nearly $600,000. Imagine finding one of these in your drawer or piggy bank. That's life-changing, and the best part? With coins like these still in circulation, it's absolutely possible that someone, maybe even you, could stumble upon this exact penny without even realizing its worth. So, you're probably asking, how do I know if my 2001 Lincoln penny is valuable? Don't worry. Here's what to do: check the condition, look at the shine. Look at the sharpness of the strike. Coins that look untouched or brand new have the best chance of being valuable. If your coin is scratched or worn, its value might be lower. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope. Look closely at Lincoln's image, especially around the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see doubling or any unusual patterns, you might be holding a double die error. Check for weight and material. If the penny feels lighter or heavier than normal, or sounds different when dropped, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. A scale and a little knowledge can help you here. Submit it for grading. If you think you have something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services authenticate and grade coins, and a high grade is what turns a cool find into serious money. If you do find a rare 2001 Lincoln penny, do not clean it, and do not sell it immediately to just anyone. The wrong move could cost you thousands. Instead, get it professionally graded. Research similar coins and their auction results. Consult with multiple numismatists or auction houses. Be patient and sell it at the right time for maximum value. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the mysterious and incredibly valuable 2001 Lincoln penny, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another opportunity to learn about rare coins that could change your life. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 2001 penny or any coin you think might be worth something. I personally respond to as many comments as possible, and I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you for watching JF Coin, where your next big discovery might just be hiding in your pocket. Until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and always check your change. Because the next $500,000 coin might be closer than you think.